Hello everyone, my name is Ian Lamont. I'm the author of Lean Media and also the Lean Media video series on YouTube. And today I'm talking about customer reviews and dealing with negative reviews. So when I say negative reviews, I'm talking about the 1 or 2 star reviews that you might see on Amazon when people are a little bit upset about the product, or it wasn't what they expected, or there's some other issue. And I'm going to talk about how to deal with them. And here's an example. This is one of the products that I sell. Generally, the products are doing quite well. 77% are 5-star, 6% are 4-star, but you can see some people are less satisfied with them. And here's an example that kind of made me a little nervous when I saw it. Somebody bought the product and they slammed it, gave it a 1-star review, and they complained about it. This pack is rubbish, no instructions or samples, and they were understandably frustrated because they were hoping that they could get something ready for someone's birthday and they didn't know how to use the product that I had created. Now, first of all, 2 things that you should know that you should not do when you see a negative review. The first one comes from Amazon itself, and Amazon says you cannot ask for positive reviews, or you cannot ask for customers to change or remove their negative review or attempt to influence the review. So when you see a 1-star review, do not contact them and say, hey, can you change that to a 5-star review? And especially do not contact them to say, I'll give you money or I'll give you another product or some other benefit so they'll change it. Amazon really doesn't like to do that. They want to encourage honest reviews, and I agree with that. People should only leave their honest review. And this person was quite upset when they bought the product. This is their honest feeling. You can't really argue with that. That's the way that they felt. The other second thing I'd like to warn people about this is when you see a negative review like this, don't respond directly on Amazon.com unless it's really something that you need. It's like something was missing, or maybe they got a defective product, in which case you might try to reach out to them to offer them either a refund or a replacement product. Not for the sake of changing the review, just because it's the right thing to do. But I see a lot of people, when they see a 1-star, 2-star review, they insist on getting all defensive about it. They'll get all huffy in the replies in the comments, and not only does the person who left the comment may not like that, but other people will see that and they may be less likely to purchase the product from you. So I basically say, if you see something like this, it's not the end of the world. There are things you can do, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But don't get all defensive and start responding on Amazon or telling the people that they're wrong or something like that. It's counterproductive to what you want to do. So basically, there's 3 things that you can do when somebody leaves a review like this. And the first thing that I like to tell people is it is possible to contact them, not on Amazon.com, but through your Amazon seller account. And if there was something that honestly went wrong, you can try to rectify the situation. Not to get a good review, just because it's the right thing to do. And this is what I'm talking about. So go to your Amazon Seller Central account, go to Manage Orders or Orders, Manage Orders, and then make sure that you're selecting a date range so you can see what the review is. And it may be possible to determine who that person was, especially if they've left a name or a username. So this person's name is Elizabeth. So what I could do here is I could scroll through the orders, look for the same product, and look at their names and see if I can match it up. It may not be possible to do this, but you can try to do it. And once it does happen, like let's say this is the person that I want to contact, you can use this contact customer form, the drop-down menu, and you can say, first of all, order information, and say something like, Dear Elizabeth, I am so sorry to hear about the problem you encountered. Okay. And at that point, what I like to do is I like to give them the information that they wanted. They needed instructions. You can do that. Maybe you have a PDF or you have some other text that you can paste right into this form. If you have a PDF or maybe like an image that explains how to do something, you can add attachment. See that? Choose the file. So you can find the PDF and on your hard drive somewhere and attach it and send it to them. So that's a nice thing to do. It helps. It really helps them out. And then you would just send it. Alternately, if they really had a bad experience, you could just offer a refund, and you could use refunds there, and then you could tell the information what they need to do that. So that's the first thing that you can do to deal with this type of situation. The other thing that I like to do when I see a negative review like this is think, well, if Elizabeth complained about this, probably there's a lot of other people that are having the same problem too. And indeed, I have seen more than one review or received an email from a customer saying, there's a problem with this product, and I need instructions. And if that's the case, maybe it's time for your website to have some instructions on how to use the product. And that's exactly what I did. Let me show you. So here, here's the product website. This is the product that got that 1-star review. And notice that at the very top, I have instructions on how to use the genealogy forms. So here are the instructions on how to use the blank genealogy forms bundle. And what I've done is there's a couple different elements to this product, and I've created instructions for each one of these elements so people can figure out how to do it. And I kind of give a very easy explanation of how to use it. So that's something that people, at the time that they're ordering it, maybe they're Googling this type of product and they come to this product page and they see this. Not only can they order it from Amazon or order it from me, the publisher, they can also see the instructions there, and maybe they'll remember that, or they'll have that reference if they need it. And then finally, the third thing that I recommend when you see something like a negative review like this is maybe it's actually time to change the product. And this is a classic lean media technique. You're actually using feedback from your customers to inform the next iteration of the product, the media product, whatever that may be. It could be these genealogy forms I'm creating. It could be a book. It could be a movie. It could be something else. But you're using feedback like this, as well as positive feedback. Hey, I really liked the quality of the paper. I wish there were more forms of this type in the product. You can use all kinds of feedback like this to improve the product. That's a classic lean media thing. Now, what you need to do as a seller on Amazon, assuming you're manufacturing your own product or you're sourcing it from somebody else who's manufacturing it on your behalf, you have to communicate what needs to be changed in the product to your production facility, or you need to fix it yourself. So whatever that improvement is, and in this case it would be instructions, that gets inserted in the next iteration of the product when you get it printed out or created. And by the way, I already have that resource. So I already created for my website the instructions. I could just copy this information, put it onto a piece of paper, maybe a 2-sided piece of paper, maybe add a diagram or something like that, and then include that in the next iteration of this product. And of course, that might change the price or might change some other considerations, but at least the people who receive this product in the future, they will be able to get more value out of it because it has the instructions. And basically what I did is I used the Amazon product reviews, the negative ones and the positive ones, to make that change. So for more information on how to get the most out of your media product, how to improve what you're doing, and how to interact positively when you receive a negative review or negative feedback, check out my book, Lean Media, available from leanmedia.org. Thank you so much for watching.